Hello and welcome back to Gravity Forms Basics. Today, we are officially moving into the more advanced section of our curriculum by building a complete job application form. As you can see with this finished example, we are taking the foundational skills we learned earlier and combining them to transform a tedious intake process into a highly structured experience. This form uses logical sections, conditional logic, and secure document uploads. By breaking the layout into manageable pages, you ensure your applicants do not experience form fatigue. Now, it's worth noting that the fields that are on this example form are not tagged as required. It would simply take way too long to show you all of the pages if we had to fill out every single field. So for your final job application form, you should really tag the relevant fields as required. And with that out of the way, let's dive in and build this form together. To create this form, you're going to want to start with a blank form. Pause here if you need a moment to create one. Once it's ready, drag a section field to the top and label it Job Application. Beneath that, add an advanced name field, an email field, and a phone field. Then drag in a drop-down field and then label it Position Applying For. Using a drop-down instead of a plain text field is worth the extra step. It locks in standardized values so your team can filter and sort applications quickly rather than wading through free-form text. Pause here to finish setting up your fields. With that done, we can now start breaking this into pages. Under standard fields, drag the page field into your form twice. That gives you 3 distinct pages. Click the Start Paging bar, switch the progress indicator to steps, and label them Personal Info, Experience, and Required Documents. Splitting a long form into pages like this is one of the most effective things you can do for your completion rate. Candidates are far less likely to abandon a form when they can see exactly where they are in the process. Pause here to configure your pages. On page 2, drag a section field to the top and label it Professional Background. Below that, add a paragraph field and then label it Work History. Next, we are going to add a radio button field that asks, do you have an online portfolio or website? With yes and no as the choices. Next, drag a website URL field directly beneath it. Open the URL field settings, enable conditional logic, and set it to only show when the answer above is yes. This keeps the form from looking overwhelming. Applicants without a portfolio never see a field that does not apply to them. Pause here to build out this section. Page 3 is where you collect the actual documents. Drag a section field to the top, label it Required Documents, and add a file upload field for the resume. Enable multi-file upload in the sidebar and set your allowed extensions. PDF and docx are the standard choices. Now, the reason you're going to want to restrict file types here is to protect your server and to ensure that your team receives files they can actually open. With that said, if managing incoming applications and keeping your team in the loop is something you want to streamline, we have put together some tools for exactly that over at Brightleaf Digital. Links are in the description and pinned comment below. With that out of the way, you can pause here to configure your upload field. Now that you have that done, you can go ahead and save your form, and you're pretty much finished. You now have a polished multi-page job application with conditional logic, secure uploads, and the works. This is pretty much everything a serious hiring workflow needs. I hope you found this guide useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers! Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content about all things Gravity Forms.